This is my bread and butter. This wrestling move won me a high school state title my senior year. What's up, guys? Today we are in my old high school wrestling room and I'm showing you guys my top 5 wrestling moves for beginners. This is my old high school teammate and now college teammate, Tyler Pressel. One of the big things I want you guys to notice in these moves I'm showing you today is that I'm shooting towards my opponent's near leg. This would be his near leg, this leg that's forward. I don't, especially beginners, a lot of beginners get caught shooting for this far leg. Ugh. That's a one-way ticket to get taken down and losing a wrestling match. Our first move I'm showing you guys is a flare outside step high crotch. So step 1, so I posed on his head, close in distance, then I can collar tie. Notice my stance here. The same leg as my collar tie, that's backwards. So my opposite leg is forward. I'm pushing in. My head's on Tyler's temple. So notice here, Tyler's giving me an over collar, which in most scenarios is what is going to happen. So here I'm driving into Tyler. He's going to give me some pressure back. I'm going to drive off my lead leg. I'm going to flare my elbow out. And I'm going to step, outside step with this trail leg. As I flare, his elbow's up, my elbow's up. As soon as this happens, I release the collar tie, and my collar tie hand goes to my back pocket. This ensures that my arm doesn't get caught in the move, and that I can grab the leg swiftly. So here, notice my right hand, my tag hand, behind the knee. So from here, you transition left hand, your collar tie hand, goes up the crotch, and notice my right foot that was driving, it closes the distance. Once we're here, we're up the crotch, close the distance. We finish with the double. Alright, so now one more time, I'm showing you guys full speed. Our second move is a flare soup single. This one's one of my favorites. It's super slick and it works at any level of wrestling. We're going to start. We're going to make contact the same as we did our last move. So this leg's back and I'm going to post on the head, close distance. My front leg hands down to defend, and then close distance, boom, collar tie. As I collar tie, my first move is I'm going to move my forehead on my opponent's temple. What this does is it forces Tyler to be a little uncomfortable here. He has to kind of circle. Notice too, I'm blocking his elbow, but he has to kind of circle to square up to me. I'm going to be kind of driving into him, and he's going to have to step this trail leg to try to square up to me. So as I feel his pressure forward, I'm going to release this elbow, drop with a lot of my weight on my trail leg, and I'm going to pull his head away from the leg I'm attacking. He's going to want his arm back. He's going to push. Boom. The arm isn't there to defend it. His head isn't there to defend it. Now this single leg's mine. As I shoot this single, I want to aim to be 180 degrees. So me and Tyler, me and my opponent are looking the same direction. There's a million ways to finish from here. Most scenarios, your opponent's going to sprawl right away. So my favorite finish from here is a cutback. I feel him sprawling. I buckle his knee, and he lands on his head. On that cutback, one of the biggest things is I'm peeking my head out on the opposite side, and I'm buckling his knee with my attack hand. One more time, full speed. Our next technique is going to be a snap down, go behind. Again, another great move that works at all levels, especially high school and college. I'm going to approach the same, post on the head, my stance, I don't post with the same lead leg. I'm going to close distance and on collar tie. Here, we're fighting in here, nothing's really going on. I'm going to kind of give Tyler a good snap. And as I do that, as I feel him come up, I'm going to give him a big fake. I'm going to bring my trail leg up a little bit, and I'm going to drive my front leg forward as if I was going to take a real shot. What this does is it's going to get him to react. He might not fall on his face or sprawl right away, but you'll notice how much weight he has on the front of his toes. He's even got a hand down. So from here, it's really easy to go one hand on the top of the head or the neck, one hand behind the armpit, and snap. When I come into snap, one of the most important things, a lot of beginners do this incorrectly, they'll snap their opponent into the legs. Now we're getting taken down. Now we're getting up points and I'm losing matches again. When I snap them down, I bring my legs back. Right now, right here, Tyler can't grab my legs. I'm the one in the advantage position. I'm the one that's going to score. So once we're here, I like to go, I release this hand on the neck. I like to go 2 hands behind the armpit. Now from here, I got options. I'm going to snap him to his elbow. When he's on his elbow here, he can't defend himself at all. So with this other opposite hand, I'm coming behind the armpit, and then I'm going to find the hamstring. I don't like to come behind the back because it gives him an option to scramble away, and I lose the takedown. I'm going to come behind the elbow, find the hamstring, and I'm just going to circle behind. I fake, snap. I'm snapping, he's being tough. I'm going to time the snap. With one of my arms, I'm going to come across, and I'm going to do what's called an arm drag. I'm going to come across here, under the armpit, on the tricep, and instantly, and then I'm going to find a hamstring. Now from here, another finish I can do is he's going to come up, he's going to be tough. I'm going to get right into my double leg finish. One more time in real speed. The next move I'm showing here is actually a shot from space. It's a low single. I'm sure you guys might have heard the name John Smith. This is his exact technique of how he hits it. Alright, so this move's a little different. I'm not going to tie up with my opponent. This is a shot from space. So the low single, I noticed that Tyler has his right leg forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to match it. I'm going to match his leg forward. What this ends up doing is it shortens the distance I have to cross to get his leg. So what I'm going to do, I notice his legs here. I match his lead leg. I'm going to circle away from his lead leg. What this does is it gets him to step. As I circle away, I time the step and I level change. It's good here too. I can also check my range on his head as I go down. So I can be all the way out here. And the level change, weight on the back leg. I like to have this right hand down. And now I know he just stepped his a lot of weight on this lead leg. I'm going to go, boom, drive out the lead leg. I'm on my knee now. This leg's still forward. My attack hand is behind the ankle. My other hand stops me. Now from here, I'm not tight. I'm not right in on Tyler's leg yet. When I have this ankle, the action has to come to me. So I'm going to wait, right? Get ready. So you see Tyler bends his knee right here on my head. Forehead on the inside of this knee. Guys, this is probably one of the most important parts of this move. If my forehead slips on the outside or the inside, this move won't work, and there's a chance my opponent can scramble out and score on me. So forehead inside the knee, drive off trail leg, and I'm catching above the knee. That's also important. If I try to catch below the knee, he can step over and scramble again. This arm loops above the knee. Take down. Alright guys, now we're on my last technique, my personal favorite technique. If you have made it this far, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. This is my bread and butter. This wrestling move won me a high school state title my senior year. A lot of inspiration from Jordan Burroughs too. So here, my goal on the blast double leg is to get my opponent square. When my opponent gets into his square stance, his legs are closer together. It's easy for me to gather both of his legs for a takedown. Most of the guys who wrestle, they're going to be staggered. I'm going to engage with Tyler. Here, I'm going to get my collar tie. When I get this collar tie, I'm going to pull his head, but I'm also going to circle away from his trail leg. What that's going to do is it's going to bring the trail leg forward, and he's going to have a square stance now. Now from here, I got weight on the top of Tyler's head. So he kind of has to come up after I circle. So he has to come up, and what I'm going to do is I'm re-engaging with the ties. I'm not actually. I'm just showing my hands. And as I show my hands like I'm going to re-engage with the ties, I'm level changing, and I'm driving off this back leg. I'm level changing, driving back off this back leg, and I'm going in. So this is where my blast double leg is a little different than other people. I like to go behind the knees, in my forehead, in my opponent's chest. Once I'm here, there's nothing my opponent can do. They can sprawl, they can do all those things, but they can't stop the power. I mean, as I drive forward, my head up in his chest, I'm going to pull both of his knees in. So boom. Boom. For the sake of Tyler's health, I'm not going to stress running the feet, but I will put a clip of me running the feet, how it looks in an actual match scenario. The clip you're seeing right now is state finals high school match. One of the highest levels in high school, so if it's going to work in those matches, it'll work in 99% of your matches in high school. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. Whoa. Thank you so much, Tyler, for spending your time doing this for me. You do not have to do that. Please leave any ideas in the comment section below. I'm thinking about doing an intermediate and expert video as well, if you guys wanted to see something like that. Have a great day. Peace out.